Hey, it's Nana Marie in Quebec City. Yeah, I've got a video for you today. The problem is I have to be very careful because I am censored. My videos are showing that they're going nowhere. No views, and perhaps it's because my news is so opposite to everything known here that they just want to reject it. It's so horrifying. It's horrifying only if you've given up your right to life, right? If you've been running around committing crimes against kids and women, then you have a problem. Because we've all been groomed for 2,700 years to believe in Scripture, to believe in this outside God that somebody else tells us about. Since infancy, we are trained. Now, I know these days they're not training infants in churches so much as they are in school. You know, you got your preschool, your daycares, your kindergartens, and elementary school, middle school, secondary school, college, university, and it can go on forever. But what are you learning? What are we learning when we go and sit and listen to outside people tell us what's going on in the world? What does that make us if we don't know what they know? What does that make us if we don't know what the masters know? But we don't know only because they've hidden the truth. They've hidden the truth in the Garden of Eden, making up stories, hypnotic tales about women, mothers, sons, and put the head into fantasy. And you begin to build resentments. Really, you do. If you have those ideas in your head already, and somebody does something that you think is wrong, you're going to judge them based on what you were educated to judge. So I have to do this video today, but I have to be careful. I know that my subscribers, the ones that subscribe to me, are already on the way to out of this matrix, because they wouldn't. People that are still in the program can't bear to listen to me. They really can't. Um, I talk from the other side of the brain, the one that we're all born with. We're all born with an imagination and a free, clean brain that we can create anything we want on earth. And we are love. You know that. You know every infant is just a ball of love. Perfect in every way. And they love everybody. And they chose their mothers. I know that for a fact now. We are all choosing our mothers. And you can be born again into the same family thread with new roles. You're the mother this time, and now the other one's the mother. It can, you switch roles. We're here playing with our human senses. When somebody has trapped our consciousness here and made us think that we are flawed, that we are subject to all sorts of terrible things, diseases and weather, because of this really scary world, eh? And you can see on the TV, you see it's all going on. It's all true, right? So you believe in what you see on the TV. Yeah, it's all fake, guys. It's all a psyop. It's psychologically programming you, or rather grooming. It's, in the last 4 years, they've been not telling you the news. They've been telling you what's going to happen. If you think about it, that's what they are doing. They are not newscaster. They're not saying this happened yesterday in LA. They're saying the scary stuff that they're saying is this is going to happen by June 4th or July 4th, or we're all going to be blown up by September. I mean, this has been going on forever. Y2K. They scared the shit out of my son with Y2K. Yeah, but it's all bull, and it's all to keep you stuck on Earth like dark shadows of your former selves. We have to learn from within and know how to connect dots. That's where people are really messing up. They can't see the big picture. And I see the big picture. You know, this artificial intelligence is completely, totally about replacing women. And now you know they've been drag queens on TV. They're not women. Lucy Ball, that's Lucifer with balls. No kidding. They're not they're not women. But look at Lucy, eh? What do we think of women when we watch women like that all day long? And now, if you notice on the true crime shows, I watch those true crime shows all the time. But they find the female killers, and they make her out to be the beast of all beasts, worse than men, worse than a male killer. Yeah, it's really devastating news about women all day long, every day. I know why people think it's true. Women are airheads, crazy bitches. Um, we have been, you have to read between the lines. It starts with D, and it helps remove the senses of a woman. And it did. It removed the senses of a woman. So you don't even know a woman. You don't know. No, you don't. She's way better than drag queens. But if she's fat or drinking or popping pills, she's been removed here, guys. They took her. They took her. And there's going to be consequences to this, just like there is in China right now. I heard that there's a real consequence to no women. There's no women there, apparently. They're all men, dressing like women. They're aborting them. And now they have all these ghost cities. And what is going on with the ghost cities in China? And I'm starting to get a clue. I had a dream last night, and I haven't dreamed in the nighttime in a long time. I dream during the day. But I've been on a D for my thyroid since the 90s. And they tell me I can't go off, because if I do, I will die. And this is what they do to women. They make it so frightening. But what it did was it actually removed my real thyroid by going on it. And that's women today. They're groomed to destroy themselves and her sons, like I did. I couldn't see what my son was going through. I lost my whole intuition. Gone. But it's here now after he died. Came back and he told me. So last night I had a dream. And it's the first dream I've had in a long time, because I dreamed during the day. It was the first night dream. And when I woke up, I thought it was real. I thought, what? But it wasn't. It was a dream. And what it was I saw myself being banned from Facebook. And it's just all of a sudden this total big letters and colors coming at me on the screen. Banned, banned, banned. Get out of here. And then the screen turned to orange background and black background. And then I could see within the orange and black background these cartoon princesses. You know, the long ponytail, slender cartoons. That's all I saw. It was weird. It was over. That part was over. The next was this woman came up to her, a young woman. I'm in bed here, and she has one of those cookies, those you know, those animal crackers that kids get. Well, this was a fish cracker, and she brought it to me, and she said, "I'm only going to give you the fish, one more time, with the medication." And I said, "Okay." And you know, I in my dream I realized, wait a minute, the word for fish in French is poison. So I know it has some significance there in my higher self. We all have a higher self. It's very, very low right now. We push ourselves down when we don't know that what we're missing. I didn't know I was missing my intuition. I thought I had it. I thought I was fine my whole life. But what I'm talking about is when we cross over. I'm about soul recovery on this channel because that's the only thing that matters. You see, we don't own anyone here. We don't own our children. We don't own our husbands. We don't own our mothers or anybody. We don't own anybody, actually. Maybe have never even lived with them before. But here we are on earth, having these feelings like, first we turn on each other in the family, right? You've been groomed to judge each other and turn on each other and use toxic words to hurt, harm, use weapons with words. I learned them from the masters. I just left a couple of comments on my ex-husband's Facebook. Yeah, I use words as a weapon now. I learned from the masters. That's what they do, though. They use words as weapons, and especially women who, you know, are more trusting than men. And they don't think people can lie like this because they don't lie like that, typically. They're becoming liars. They've been merged into Omega and becoming liars, like the Alpha. But this is cartoon world. This is not love. This is not growing, evolving. I'm not flying around in a Jetson helicopter like I want to be. I think we can fly. I really do. I think we have all sorts of talent here. But if you think we're on a spinning ball, and if you think God is watching, and that you're not allowed to use your own mind to think, then you just turned over your whole free will. But this is where I get a little... This is what I know. Ghosts are real. We do not die. But some people have lost the right to a creator, to a mother. And if you lose the right to a mother or a creator, you're a ghost. And there are ghosts everywhere. Everywhere. They're in houses, they're on the street, they're you can see them in photos with orbs. They're in the clouds, they're in the rooftops, they're in the national forests. And you think they're Bigfoot or Sasquatch or something, but no. Previous humans. And I told you that you can become a dark shadow of yourself until you become ash, or until you have lost the right to a creator, or you've used them all up. If you use them all up, then oh. I know you think women are not important and that you need to teach us. But that's not true. We need to teach you. And you need to build what we need. Paradise. And we work together with love and we like it. You know, we like our kids but the thing is we don't own them. So I'm free now. Like my granddaughter has treated me like a dog, like my ex and like my sister, and they just totally destroyed my name. Because it's a toxic world. And they can do that. They can single out one person and you can make them look like the reptile, right? And that's what they all think of me. Well, I've had enough. I've had enough of everything. I'm not taking it anymore. First of all, I'm off those drugs. And I'm not taking them anymore. And I don't care what happens. It's been 3 days now. And I had a good dream last night, and I'm thinking that's a good sign. So I'm not going back. I'm taking a stand. And I'm also taking a stand with the family. I've told them. People don't say what they mean or mean what they say. And you can go along in a fantasy thinking that somebody doesn't know what an asshole you are. But they do know. Yes, they do. They just don't tell you. I told them. I gave them specifics about how I lifted them up from so many dark places. You know, helped them in their careers and their families. I've been help for them. But when you're mocked by a few people, right? Just a few mocked. The others start watching and they say, oh yeah, she can't be much. Nobody likes her. And you go along with your crowds. I see it on social media too. You'll comment to beat people up with your weapon. Your know-it-allness. You know more. And you're going to tell them. But you don't know anything. You don't know anything at all. You know what you were taught. And if you're taught at a different school, you're going to argue with somebody. You don't know. You were taught. You only know what you know. And you know what you feel. And if you don't have feelings anymore, you're a danger to women and children. If you don't have feelings, you are a danger to humanity. You've given up your flame. You're walking and talking like a robot, doing what the parrots are doing, the monkeys, doing what the class is doing, going along with no thought to conscience. Are we doing the right thing here? Saying thank you for your service? Should we do that? Should we thank them? Should we be all happy about this? War after war after war after war. So it is true. My son became a ghost after he crossed over. That's why he was around. That's why he was playing with my electricity. He became a ghost. And it was only because he can read my thoughts and knows me intimately is the only reason that he was able to put together that he should go to the light. Now, I don't know what happens, but somehow, some way, people are hiding from a light when they cross over. They don't want to show themselves for some reason. And I want anybody to be encouraged to go ahead and show yourself anyway. Don't be so ashamed. Because what I did in 2008, after he'd been haunting me for 5 years, was I told him, I will be okay, Trevor. I want you to go to the light. And as soon as I gave him that permission, and he could tell that I honored him in my heart, like I don't think anything evil about him. I know what he did wrong in life. Oh, yes, I do. But I don't think anything worse of him at all. And he knows that now. So um, he felt free to go to the light. And he did. He went to the light. I never heard from him again. I had a couple of angels come here and there, save me from one road accident. Didn't want me to die, so one angel saved me there, but it wasn't Trevor. No, he was gone in 2008. I sent him to the light. Until 2016, as you know, people have been following me. My big event happened where I was in bed and my room filled up with light, golden beams of light. And they did an amazing job at waking me up, but they put me into a state of PTSD, actually, because what they did was show me my life review and what I missed as a lobotomized mother. And I'm telling you, it breaks her heart every fucking time. Breaks her heart. It's all about the devil. And I want you to listen to the song, You Are My Sunshine. That was written for this time. Please listen to it. All mothers love. All mothers love. Until they're taken away. And I'm very sorry for what's going to happen. Like it's a, I can see it in my mind's eye. It's a dark earth. It's these dark shadows running around this beautiful earth with oceans and mountains and waterfalls. The sky is bluer than it is now. The sun is yellow. The moon. Oh my gosh, people, our earth is paradise. And the fact that you don't know that and want to be here is scary. It's very scary that you don't know this is paradise. And we're ruining it with the Godfather, the scriptures, the education, and Hollywood, grooming the masses to think like them. And they're sodomites. They hate women. They're head choppers. They use women to procreate themselves. Oh, it's so ugly what I see. However, there's hope. Now I think there's hope. Because I think if one person becomes conscious, I think it spreads. I really do. We're telepathic beings, and I think it'll spread. Just, you don't need artificial intelligence, just if you express it out loud, which is what I do. Even though I don't get views, I still say it. I still do it. I push myself every day to share what I know beyond this world that you don't know, that you can't know unless you've had the experience. And many people have. They've had near-death experiences, and they've confirmed everything I'm saying too. Only many of them, in their near-death experiences, often they go into the fantasy too, and they misinterpret. They misinterpret the messages based on their ego upbringing. They misinterpret the messages because they're totally opposite to what we're getting here. We don't own our children. If you have, I just let my granddaughter go. I just told her, I don't want you. I did. I said that. I would never pick her for a mother. I cannot pick a cold-hearted person to raise me again. I did it last time. I remember picking my mother, Eleanor. Oi. I picked her. And then there was a voice in the background that said, who will bear the brunt of her anger? And I said, well, I will. And I did. And I had a horrible life with her. But that was on purpose, because what we've done is she cracked my ego. She really did. I had no ego anymore. I was back in my spirit. When you are in your spirit, you don't trust anything anymore. You don't trust the education. You don't trust any book you read. You don't nothing, because it doesn't suit you and your whole spirit. You are a universe inside. You are huge inside. But you're trapped into this body, and and this flesh has become all too important. Your yoga, your football, your physical physique, you're all focused on that all the time. But why are you so fat? Why are you so fat? Because you're focused on bullshit. And you're eating wrong foods, chemicals. You go pay to lose weight. Oh my God, this place is crazy. I'm not. This place is. I don't care if I get banned from Facebook. I'm banned for 24 hours right now. That happened yesterday. Said the wrong thing and offended one of the minions. No. I don't see a happy place on paradise. And if you're looking for a heart, if you're looking for love, it was in your mom's, your daughter's, your soulmate. It was in the partner you choose. She's there. She's there. But when we grow to hate our mate, we're alone and dark. Women have been gaslighted. I can't tell you how many times I've been to the clinics and they say, oh, well, you've got this and you need this. Problem solution, right? And I say, well, no, I don't feel that. No, I'm just not feeling it. But they don't care. The lab report is all that matters in artificial land. The lab report. It's all artificial intelligence on Earth right now. And you have to break it out. I feel the men have to protect women and children now more than ever. I feel they really have to get over their babiness. I know they were raised wrong. I know they were raised on cartoons and football. But they have to break out of that now, that ego trip. And remember who they are and who they really work for. Their creator, their mother. And if he can't protect her, it's not protection because she's weak and stupid. It's because she is targeted. She is targeted here. And I am proof over and over. So you can keep up the games, but I feel information has been coming to me about the national forests, Yellowstone, everywhere, all around the world, and China. Information is coming to me that is ghosts flooding everywhere. They're not able to be reborn. So that's my news today. What we can do is what I'm doing is I'm just trying to keep myself in a happy, healthy mood. You know, I don't judge anybody. I know what happened to us. And I'm not angry with anybody either. I am angry at the situation of blindness, deafness, of not using your human senses to notice what's going on. That I have to sit there and try and beg you to believe me, the way I tried to beg my family to believe me about my stepfather. You know, I have to beg you to believe me. Well, fuck you. And that's what I say to my granddaughter. That's what I say to my sister. That's what I say to all of them. I don't own you, and you don't own me. And I've just decided I don't want to be like you, and so I don't want to be around your thread anymore. And when I die, I will be free to go to light. I will know I have no attachments here at all. But I will be born again on earth. I will be born with my thread. My star cluster family will be born again. And it will be heaven on earth. It will be right here. Yeah, not going nowhere. Right here. And you won't know us. You won't see us. You won't feel us. You'll be the dark shadows. That's what I know in my heart. And I tell you not to hurt you, harm you, or do anything against you at all, but to bring you back to your Christ flame and to bring love, not fear. Bring love. You are love. You were born love, a bundle of love. Please die the same way. That's all. Be love.